Hello, BookTube. Thought I'd pop in with a bit of a mail haul. Not too many books, but it's going to turn more into a rant to a certain extent. So if you're not interested, move on. But yeah, I received a few books over today at work. I had them shipped there because not being home. Yesterday, I ordered something on Friday, and it was going to come from Amazon yesterday. They're a fabulous series. I'll get to the book I received. It's the BFI Film Classics. And they're small, and they're all paperback, and they're just a brief little guide, and it's like an extended essay to a certain extent. They're around 80 pages or so, under 100 generally. This is Metropolis, done by Thomas Elaser. As I say, BFI Publishing, they are in conjunction, I think, now with Palgrave. But this is 2003 and then reprint, well, originally 2000, I guess 2003 and 2005 printing. Vampire, that's Carl Theodor Dreyer's 1931 Vampire by David Rudkin, this here one, and that's from 2005. And here's a little brief summary of the BFI Film Classic. Launched in 1992, is a series of books that introduces, interprets, and honors 360 landmark works of world cinema. So it's quite a set. I only have a few. Modern Times by Joan Mellon. It's Charles Chaplin's Modern Times, 36. I can't remember off the top of my head. When he came out, it was during the Age of Sound, but could even be 1932. The book is 2006, but yeah, it's a bit longer than the others. It's 80. Yeah, it's about the same. It just has a couple cards bits in there in the back, and then Sunrise: A Song of Two Humans by Lucy Fisher. And this is a fabulous film, 1928-29 by F.W. Murnau. It could be a second film in Hollywood. It's Janet Gaynor. It's just fabulous. These are all silent films, basically. There's another series that I have along with it. This is like Witchcraft Through the Ages, but it's called Haxen, is really the title. It's a Danish film, more or less. It's done as a documentary, but it's a hoot. It's really, really good. And this one is very similar, and it's a Cinema Classics collection put out by FAB Press. It's the only one I've seen of the series, so I don't know if there's more. I would have to look it up. But it's slightly bigger, just marginally wider, as you can see, and a little more hefty in page count. It's over 100 pages. So now to the book that I got yesterday. I ordered Pandoras Box. It's been out for a year or two. It's written by a lady who does the something called Silent London here, a blog, and it's a really good blog for silent films. And because it's Louise Brooks, I really, really enjoy it, the film. So there it is. That's the one that came today, because I had to have Amazon send me another one. This is same size almost. It's slightly different, but it's a bit of a different design, and it's done by Palgrave in a BFI book published by Palgrave. and it's by Pamela Hutchinson, and I read most of this today. Because I know quite a bit about Louise Brooks and the film, I'm yet to find anything new in it, but it's interesting even so, and it was on a cheaper price, so that's why I decided to get it. And it came yesterday, and this is how it came yesterday. As you can see, nicely creased. The person who delivered it decided to shove it through my letterbox, bend it to get through, and I didn't even have to open it because it just tore this cardboard to shreds. And it's just, it just defies imagination how somebody can do that. It's like, knock on the door, if it doesn't fit, you don't break something to shove it in. It's like, I've been having this battle with delivery people forever. So that's why I get a lot of my stuff, if I can, delivered to work, which is very helpful. Now, I got 4 with this one here today in the post. I ordered 2 books. I saw them on Steve Donahue. He had the bio of Kingsley Amis in the letters. I remember seeing the letters as a remainder here many years ago, and by the time I decided to get it, it had disappeared from the remainder shop. So I found something on eBay, and it said, as new, pristine condition, no creases to the cover, no highlighting, no writing into it, and it was the same edition, and this is what I got today. Ex-Library. Totally pooched, and it's like I just it defies, like, you say something is new. You don't walk into a new bookshop and buy a book that's been through the ringer at a library and then decided to be deacquisition. It doesn't happen, so it's not a new book. Just say it's Ex-Library. Boom, that's it. I don't care what the price is, whether you charge a penny for it or £500. Call it Ex-Library. So right away, I said I want my money back, or if you want this, you pay for the postage back. I'm not accepting this. Boom, they immediately refunded me my money. The other one was the biography. I ordered a hardcover. And then by the time I look at it now, they've changed the cover, and look what's come, a paperback. Creased in the spine. It's got underlining in it. It's just garbage. I'll be donating those to a thrift shop. Somebody can maybe read it, but I don't have a huge amount of space. If it was just accumulating books, I've got maybe 3,500 to 4,000 here. I could have 100,000 books if I just accumulated stuff like this, because you can get this stuff for nothing. So I am picky on subject and picky on condition. But the other things that came, this is the fourth one, and this is the other side of it. It's a Folio Society. Fine condition, perfect condition, pretty well. It may have been read. It's hard to tell. It's got a bit of a lean to the spine. But it's £3.50 with shipping, and it's Boswell's London Journal, 1762 to 1763. It's edited and introduced by Frederick A. Pottle. That's the sort of the Yale edition, so it's the same one. And yeah, I thought, oh well, that's kind of nice. It's a folio, so I thought because the guy did have, they did have pictures as well. For the other one, saying that this was their photos, but obviously they totally lied. This one had, and this was a charity shop, so somebody actually maybe knows something about books that was there. So I'll keep that charity shop in mind for looking, maybe look through their stock occasionally. But no, that's the other side of the coin, where this is perfectly fine. I'm never, and it was free shipping as well. I'm never going to be able to find this for £3. Like, this would be, well, I doubt that. No, even in my bookshop, that wouldn't be a 2-pounder. I might get away if he had a good day. I might be able to get away with it for 7, 8, maybe 10 pounds, which is still an okay price for a nice folio. But you know, it's it's a crapshoot. Used books, buying off the internet, and I'd like to just stop doing it, but like I'm not gonna I do want to get this volume of letters of Kingsley Amis and the bio, but I'm not gonna find it anywhere here. So I either have to travel a long ways and hope I find it, or order it from the internet. So I'll just have to order and just pay extra more money for it at some point. But anyway, that's sort of my mini mail haul and rant. And I don't know if they've done the other. I'm going to have to look it up. If anybody knows if Folio did the other journals of Boswell, I'd like to know. I know they did. There's a couple versions of Life of Johnson. There's a plain one that's somewhat similar to this, where it's got a bit of the spine and it's just paper covered in there. And then there's other ones that are pictorial volumes. So I know there's a couple editions of that. They're in 2 large volumes. But I don't know if they did all the journals. If they did, that'd be nice to have them all. But I really like the older ones. They have beautiful jackets on, beautiful artwork. But I've never, I see them occasionally. I used to have a set in Canada, but I see them around, but they're usually in ratty condition, or the paper's really, really, yellowed, browned. So I've passed on them, and I just figured, okay, well, I'll wait until I see a complete set of them. But it's getting past that time, and I just wanted to actually read bits from this, and I thought I'll take a chance on this like I did. I took a chance on those other ones, but they were duds. So anyway, I won't keep this going any longer, because I could continue to rant forever. I've got more work to do here. I've got my bookcases up, and I've got a few more books to shelve and sort, basically. And I'm hoping in a couple weeks, it'll be into March, I think, I'll give you a little sort of visual tour, especially of this room. The other room is not fit for purpose yet. And I call it a room because this is a large space, and I've split it in 2 by these bookcases that are behind me here. So I've created 2 little rooms out of it. But I will sort of do a visual sort of walk around at some point once it's tidy enough, and I won't kill myself by tripping on while I'm trying to hold the camera. Anyway, have a good evening, BookTube, and I'll see you soon. Bye.